Welcome to 2190's podcast, Asking for a Friend. I'm your host, Elisabeth Ovesen. This is a safe space where we can talk openly about sex, love, and relationships. Don't be afraid to date, because if you miss out on the bad things, you also will miss out on the good things. There's lots of love and lessons in your future, but you just want to be able to call it out as it's happening, as you see it. There is a one flag rule. Once there's a flag on the play, you walk off the field. That's it. There's no more second flags, third flags. We're not going to give people 3 in 17 chances to ruin our lives. You've done that already. It's time to, move on, grow. When you know better, you do better. There's only 2 ways out of any relationship, whether it's a committed relationship or a non-committal relationship. You're either going to have to die next to this person or break up with them at some point. So no matter how you spin this, you're going to have to break up with these people regardless of how anybody feels. Because you're not willing to marry not even one of them. So what's the difference between breaking up with them now and breaking up with them later? Right. And if you do it now, then you remove them from your life and make room for people who actually want to be part of a polyamorous or solo poly relationship. Because there are men and women in the world who don't want to be a couple, and they don't mind being one of several. They don't mind being with somebody who's with other people because that takes a lot of the energy and time off of them. They don't have to worry about making sure your feelings are being considered or making sure they show up for every little thing of yours. They don't have to worry about that because you're not looking for that kind of relationship. That's a relief to a lot of people. So why not get rid of the guys you have and just get you guys that want what you want? It's okay to date around. It's fine. Okay. That's what I do like about dating apps is the specificity of it. Whatever you're looking for, you can go right to your tribe. You can go right to the community that you're in instead of, hitting and missing out in the real world. But in order for you to find out whether somebody's really right for you or not, you'll probably want to stop combing dating apps for a minute and stop looking for the next best thing. See, because in order for you to find out if someone's really right for you, you have to actually be with them for a while. You can't just decide that over coffee and a couple of lunches and, it's 4 a.m. Let me go get it. It's not how that works. You're going to have to take some time. I don't believe in speaking about polyamory and such. I don't believe in dating just one person at a time. I think it's important, especially for women, because you guys have more time than we do biologically to make your families and do your things. We have a lot less time than you. Physically for that and biologically for that. But I think it is important to casually date multiple people at the same time, just to kind of hedge your bets on that. 3 to 5 people at the same time if you can, letting everyone know that just casually seeing other people. And then as things progress and get more serious, you start clipping people according to like their performance, and then narrowing it down to maybe 2 really, really great potential, spouses or long-term lovers. And then, waiting a little longer and dating them a little longer until one of them shows themselves to be exactly who you want. Men see celibacy as a challenge, not a turnoff. Because here's the thing, being celibate, especially for a long period of time, it becomes almost like being a virgin all over again. And almost every man wants to be the one to break that celibacy. For instance, what you shouldn't have the capacity for is to date one person for 3, 4, 5 months just to find out he's not okay with celibacy. You can also date and be celibate at the same time. I don't think people realize. By being celibate, you create a boundary that only someone who's genuinely interested in being with you as a person, not a sexual being, it helps you to automatically distinguish who's here for the sex and who's here for you. Right. This is why celibacy is so great. Because now automatically those who are turned off by it will leave right away. Those who see it as a challenge will turn you off by that kind of rhetoric. Oh, you haven't met me yet. Shut up. You're done with that, right? But then what about the 1%, the less than 1% of men you might meet in your life who said, okay, great. You know what? I'm celibate too. Or I've been celibate before and I'm willing to be celibate again. And sex is not number 1 on my list. I'm looking for someone who I can trust, someone who I can respect, somebody who I can build with and grow with as a person. That's the guy you're looking for. I'm dating super light, like super light.
So first date, you say, hey, I'm dating for marriage?
No, first date, I was like, this is not for you. This is for me. Everything's for me.
What does that mean?
It means that this is not for, like, don't get happy about this.
So you're not dating to be with the person?
No, I'm dating for the experience for me.
Got you. Okay.
Right? I want to have this experience right now with you, but this is for me.
Got it.
This is not for you. I don't care if you enjoy yourself or not. This is for me.
All right.
I'm having fun.
Got it.
I think it's important to compartmentalize our relationships and have the one that we have with ourselves be the biggest part of your week. So if you're looking at it just on a weekly basis, if you have 5 days that are just yours to do what you need to do, but then you've got your Saturdays and your Sundays to split between girlfriends or your boyfriend and family or whatever, I feel like that works out better. These days are for me. These days are for my girls. This day or these days are for him. And these things should not intersect.